Just forcing the discard always. We can minus and grab a Chevill back, which could be good. More Wolfies, and this should be lethal.
You're not scared of dogs, are you?
Hey everybody, welcome back, and thanks so much for taking the time out of your day to watch Hello Good Game. Today we're playing Golgari removal with a splash of white, which could turn it into Abzan, but as far as I'm concerned, this is a Golgari deck. You can't even see white unless you look incredibly hard, and we are using Mythos of Nethroi, Mythos of Nethroi. You know my pronunciation, right? It's great across the board. And if we play Selesnya mana to cast the spell on top of the black, so a black, a white, and a green, we actually get to destroy target non-land permanent, which is really good, as opposed to it just destroying a creature if we only have the black. So we don't need the white mana to have the Nethroi be online. But if we do, it's much more effective because it can now destroy any non-land permanent instead of just a creature. So again, a Golgari-based deck with the white land added specifically only for Mythos of Nethroi. We're playing in Mythic today, having a fun time, experimenting with new decks. And this Golgari-based removal deck focuses around Chevill, Bane of Monsters, a 1/3 with Death Touch, and at the beginning of your upkeep, if an opponent controls no permanents with a bounty counter on them, put a bounty counter on target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls, and then whenever a permanent with said bounty counter on it is destroyed or dies, you will gain 3 life and draw a card. This is very good. Again, gaining life is good against the aggro decks because you're offsetting any damage they're doing, just mitigating their whole game plan basically. And the gaining of cards from your library into your hand, that draw effect, is very good as well, because that will actually allow you to, pull your next piece of removal, and hopefully you can just kind of chain your removal pieces together with Chevill, Bane of Monsters until you burn your opponent's hand out. Hopefully they don't have any draw engines. Use your removal specifically to deal with said draw engines right out of the gate. With that being said, if you're looking for a deep dive into the rest of the deck, all of the strategies and synergies that we've not talked about in the general overview, we're going to get into that next, breaking down each individual card, the strengths, the weaknesses, everything you're going to want to need to know to start playing this deck as effectively as possible. If not, just like the video, go down to the bottom and you can slide the bar to the beginning of the gameplay. So with that being said, please like the channel and subscribe for more, of course. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. This is going to be a fun deck tech if I'm stumbling my words already, right? Anyways, into the deck list, of course. 4 copies of Bloodchief's Thirst, 1-drop, sorcery speed, so this is great. Destroying target creature or planeswalker with converted mana cost 2 or less. Basically trades, you can get some positive value out of this. Obviously, if you're destroying something worth 2 for 1, that's positive mana conversion. It's great because you can deal specifically with draw engines such as the Edgewall Innkeeper quite easily, and even mana ramp engines such as the Lotus Cobra, and of course those pesky rogues as well, which seems to be everywhere. But it gets better than that. If you kick it for an additional 3, so 4 total, you can destroy any creature or planeswalker non-dependent upon their mana cost. So it's no longer 2 or less, it's anything you want. So not only is Bloodchief's Thirst good early game, it's also quite good late game. We talked about the Chevill, Bane of Monsters, how this is not only our draw engine, but somewhat of a life gain engine as well. Moving on, we do have Wilt, destroy target artifact or enchantment, cycling for 2. So, there's so many artifacts and enchantments that are ruining the game right now. It's not even funny. So I'm main decking 4 copies of Wilt, and I'm using it almost every single game, which is ridiculous. If we don't need to use it, we can cycle it for 2. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So it's not really that big of a downside to running it, because you can just toss it away on your end step if you think that matchup's not going to require it, and grab a different piece of removal. Speaking of some of our other removal, eliminate for 2 instant speed, destroying creature or planeswalker with converted mana cost 3 or less. We used to run Heartless Act quite a bit, but there are a lot of counters circulating about, so eliminate gets my nod of approval right now, but again, that's a personal preference. Into our 3 drops, we already talked about the Mythos of Nethroi for 3, destroying target creature at instant speed. If we cast it with Selesnya mana, we can destroy target non-land permanent. 2 copies of the Grim Tutor for sorcery speed. Search your library for a card, then put it into your hand, shuffle your library, lose 3 life. This is really cool. So, out of the gate, if we don't have our Bane of Monsters, we're grabbing him, right? That's our draw engine. It's our life gain engine. That's going to really carry us from the early game into the mid game and, potentially even into the late game if it goes on that long. So your first priority is to pull out your Bane of Monsters. You can do so with the Grim Tutor. If you already have your Bane of Monsters out, boom, pull what the specific piece of removal you need for your next turn, right? Whether it be a Mythos to deal with a non-land permanent, a Pestilent Haze, so you can deal with a majority of token creatures or something like this. So, really cool stuff within the Grim Tutor as far as making the deck more consistent. 2 copies of the Murderous Rider, Swift End for 3 at instant speed. As the adventure, destroying target creature or planeswalker, you lose 2 life within this interaction, but typically you'll be removing things that would have a more negative interaction with you than losing 2 life. So, if it's a draw engine, I would happily lose 2 life to take care of their draw engine. Planeswalker, again, sign me up. No matter what Planeswalker basically is worth 2 life. And then if the creature is, going to attack us for 4, why not, kill that creature and only take 2 instead? Of course, the Murderous Rider, when it dies, will go to the bottom of your library and we can shuffle that back in with our Fabled Passage later. The Rider itself is a 2/3 with lifelink. We talked about pulling the Haze with the Grim Tutor. We have 4 copies of it, 3 at sorcery speed. All creatures get -2 until end of turn, or remove 2 loyalty counters from each planeswalker. So, we don't see a lot of planeswalkers right now, but we do see, a fair bit of small aggro style creatures, and Pestilent Haze is just a great way to deal with that. And of course, it won't kill our Chevill because he has 3 toughness. Speaking of things that Pestilent Haze will not kill, it's Pokranos Unchained. A 0/0, however, enters battlefield with 6 +1/+1 counters on it instead, and it will escape with 12 +1/+1 counters on it. Of course, the escape means we have to play it from our graveyard with the mana cost of 6, plus exiling 6 other cards from the graveyard. So a little bit of a hefty cost there, but in a mill meta, not too hard to achieve. And if damage would be dealt to Pokranos while it has 1 or more +1/+1 counters on it, prevent that damage and remove that many counters from it. So it just, every time it has a combat interaction or takes damage, will receive that negative buff throughout its toughness and power until it dies, and at which point you should be able to replay it even stronger than before. We can also pay 3 at instant speed to have it fight another target creature, which is another nice form of removal. 2 copies of Liliana, Walker of the Dead for 4 +1. Each player discards a card. Each opponent who can't loses 3 life. -3. Target creature gets -X until end of turn, where X is the number of cards in your graveyard. -7, you get an emblem with at the beginning of combat on your turn. Put a creature card from your graveyard onto the battlefield under your control, and it gains haste, which is quite nice. So I'm looking forward to playing more with Liliana, doing some form of graveyard recursion with her. 4 copies of Hagra Mauling, instant speed. We do have the Brood Pit coming in tapped, adding a black to our pool. Of course, it is not a swamp, so don't rely on that. And at instant speed again for 4, costing 1 less to cast if it targets an opponent with no basic lands. Will destroy target creature as well. So, if they don't have basic lands, it costs 3. If they do, it costs 4. And in a world of pathways, this becomes more viable each day. 2 copies of Garruk, Cursed Huntsman. This is our legendary planeswalker, entering with 5 loyalty, 0 to create 2 2/2 green and black wolves. And whenever they die, we put a counter on each Garruk we control. -3, destroying target creature, draw cards, which is great. And then -6, you get an emblem with creatures you control, get +3/+3, and have trample. So, that's pretty disgusting there as well. 1 plane, 1 Castle Locthwain, 6 swamps, 4 forests, 2 Brightclimb and Grimclimb Pathways, 4 Temple of Maladies, 2 Branchloft and Boulderloft Pathways, and 2 Fabled Passages to round the deck off. No sideboard today, we're playing best of 1. Your main goal is to find a draw hand with Chevill, get that rolling, and then just put those counters on your opponent's creatures and remove them every single turn. Build into stuff like Liliana and Garruk's the Cursed Huntsman, just to apply basically lethal pressure. And it's basically just straightforward removal tribal. The thing is, it doesn't shine too great against a control deck because you don't have enough juice to remove them, to aggro them out. Garruk is the only one that can flood the field with wolves, and by then I'm sure they have an Elspeth Conquers Death or something to easily deal with it. So, the deck's great in the right circumstance, when it's a creature-based deck, right, and things connect with an early drop of Chevill, and then, lots of removal on top, and it kind of connects like a tempo deck does, where everything just folds in perfectly, or, you get absolutely blasted. So thanks again for your time and attention. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the channel to a friend, and more importantly, enjoy the gameplay footage. Don't forget to enter our 500,000 gem giveaway, and we have, a other giveaways that you know, have gems and time. So we're doing like 30-minute sessions with people. And today we're using Magic the Gathering Arena Assistant as well. Download that for free, available for everybody on Windows within the Overwolf link in the description below. You're gonna get everything that you'll ever want as an add-on within the game. So really cool stuff there. And again, thank you so much, and we'll see you soon with our wrap-up thoughts. Our opponent goes first. We've got a good-looking hand. They're playing creatures. All this removal's just great. That means these hazes probably won't be too useful. Ooh, maybe more useful than we expect. Let's play it safe. You know, we have the 1-drop removal for next turn while we play slow. This limits the attacks, right? So they're just probably going to drop, and then whatever they drop, we can put the counter on and kind of start the engine that way, right? Lovestruck Beast. That's great. So we want to deal with that as a priority because it leads to a turn 4 henge. So just that goes there. And we actually can't deal with that. That's my bad. I definitely should have put it somewhere else. Oops. It does keep it from attacking. What was I thinking? I just assumed we had instant removal. We have Nethroi, so we want to use that on the henge. Which we should have kept the Grim Tutor then to pull a Plains. We didn't have any removal, no matter what we dropped, because we played Chevill first. I'll just block it, and then that'll be fine, I think. We'll see if they play henge here or not. Another token, that's fine. They do go for it. Let's leave it. That's a big hit. Let's clean up, you know, most of what's happening in play. Let's pull a Plains. No attacks. Lovestruck Beast can't attack unless they play another 1/1. Questing Beast is annoying, but we're going to deal with that next turn. Putting that token on Lovestruck Beast was definitely a mistake. Crashing Bronchodon is annoying. Let's gain the life, deal with this beast. Grab the draw. Okay, and now we know we can chump block the Brontodon. And that shouldn't be so bad. Woof woof, baby. Witch's Oven? It's a food deck, I guess. Just block it. We get the kill. We still take 4. Do they have anything to play? Oh, they do. That's annoying. The land is really good. So Chevill in play, which can block. Liliana can -3 on the beast. Right, 4 cards in grave, so it dies. They can sack it with the oven, but that's fine. Right, 2 food, not that big of a deal. So they can't attack. Liliana can start doing her thing. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That is bad on so many levels. At least they can't cast it with flash. Let's kick it. You know, they sack it, but it still dies. They get 2 more food, so they're going to be replaying this troll a lot. Let's have them discard that last card. Let's toss our haze. It was a trail of crumbs. That's so good. Let's hold off. No attacks, and turn. We do have instant speed removal in case they draw something crazy. Doesn't pick up a questing beast, which would suck, because they could hit us, kill the walker. Troll King can enter, and just like basically enter and resack itself a million times. It's really good. I almost might Nethroi the oven just to stop that. So annoying. We picked up another haze as well, so see how that works out. Hey, as long as there's no great henge, you know what I mean? So we can have them tap their oven here, but that's still like really good. What's that last card? They don't play it, they're discarding it. Let's take the beast right now. The oven taps. Whatever, more food. You know the deal, Troll King. Liliana goes up. We toss our land. They get another trail of crumbs. Oh my gosh. They are not happy about that. May as well grab it. I kind of want to grab the oven. This is such a hard choice. Okay. Then their turn. They might just get annoyed and leave at a certain point. That's, I think, going to be our best bet. We got this. Right? Just playing the Troll King over and over and over. We do have 9 in the grave, so we can actually Liliana minus soon for another kill on it. Trying to deal with all these food. Oh, nice. That's really good. Oh. The Wicked Wolf. You dog.
Get a grip, Liliana.
Sploosh. Right? Ah! Why you do this, Wicked Wolf? Kill this big baddie. You can replay it right here. Sack 3 foods, the wolf still has one. We need muchos for more removal. The oven's tapped, which is the good part. What's the discard? Just a land.
You think too much.
Ah, shoot. Polar horses. This is still a match somehow. That Troll King is ridiculous. I can't even. That's Mac's mom's catchphrase from when they do the old lady house and it's always sunny. My mom has tons of lines, bro. She's a symphony. You know, I can't even. Buzz off. I've watched far too much It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. A little bit of interruption here, I hope. A little bit of blocker in my life. A little bit of in my library you go. Somehow I need to shuffle you up to the top so I can use you again. I don't know if that's the lyrics. Sounds right. Our turn, cry. Oh, these eliminates don't work. They just don't work, Billy. And how do we deal with both of these friggin' creatures? How do we deal with both of those friggin' creatures, Randy? Oh! It hurts. It hurts so bad. It is only 3 food, eh? That's like really good. Good game. Can I eliminate myself? You should be able to self-cast removal. Just suicide. We need Garruk for chump blockers. They're eating the food. They're going for it. Interesting. They must have a play here? What's going on? sack the wolf to make 2 food, and then play the troll, maybe? I'm interested. I sure wish we had any other forms of removal in hand for a while now. 6 mana, they could go to 7, 8. What are they casting for 8 beloved mana? Nice, bro. QQ taps all your mana. Just to let you know. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Our turn. It's not gonna work. Stupid indestructible. Oh. We go first. You know, it is hard to use a deck that just revolves around a single card, but at the end of the day, it's still fun. What is Jangotha doing in there? What is Jangotha doing in there? We already have one Pestilent Haze. Let's toss this one for now. Just ramping, Jangotha ramp. Play it cool. Yarp. The Dryad, so another land drop on top of it. Let's ride it. Mythos is online. I'm definitely going for something. We've got 4 colors. Oh, it's shrines. I see. We don't care about the mana ramp, do we? We have Nethroids too, so maybe we'll just take advantage and keep the shrines to a minimum. Another Grove Master, that's fine. We'll save Nethroi for shrines, then we'll use the Bloodchief's Thirst on the creatures. They're going to be playing 2 of these giants as well, so let's keep that in mind. They're going to be big, huge. Let's kill the Sanctum of Fangs. Oh, this is great. This is exactly what we need. Let's get Murderous Rider in play here. Take the turn off, and we'll put bounty counters on. Bleep, bloop, blop. Giant dies. It's too big for us. Let's kick it. Kick it real good. 3 life, draw a card. That's gonna win us the game. But we can attack here. Or just leave it. We have the spare in our hand. We may as well leave it so we can get the counter at the start of the next turn. Sanctum of Waters. Fun, fun, fun. That's the draw cards engine. That's the better of them. Let's kick it. Take the draw. Should be enough value to win the game. We're sitting on 5. This will be 6, so we're actually going to play this land now so we can play Garruk next turn. Let's take our hit for 3, 2 life. All right. That's fine. Ready to drop Jangotha, I guess. Also ready to drop the Giant. They're looking at their grave. Bungle Rebirth to grab the Fangs back. Nice play. We're at 26 life, though, so that should be fine. And let's just dump our mana. Make some pups. Little poocheronis. Looks like a little baby Emmy. Shout out to CGB's new puppy dog. If you guys haven't seen it yet, he's gonna grow up to look just like this. Just tearing up the ranked queue. All right, good times. Three shrines. They're stacking them up again. Look at these guys go. So I like Liliana here. We will force the discard, tossing our Bane. Yarp.
Too much.
More pups. Bash 'em, baby. Woof, woof. Still 25, they're gaining life, they're drawing cards, they're getting a bunch of mana, but without an Ugin draw, we're fine. Right, they 100% need to draw Ugin. That draw is pretty gross. We need to Nethroi the Calm Waters. Ugin will minus because of all the shrines, though. Again, -3 on the Giant, easy. Means nothing. Oh, nice. Yeah, let's just force the discard. Toss our Swamp.
We're doing things my
And,
way.
you know, we have plenty of removal here, but I think I want to slay this immediately. We can probably also just kick this. Oh no, we can't. That sucks. We can minus, that's fine. Land.
Looks like
Big hit. It's like quadruple woofers. And, yeah, we'll end our turn here. 27, they gain 3 life. Just forcing the discard always. We can minus and grab a Chevill back, which could be good.
I have no interest in
More Wolfkeys, and this should be lethal.
you're not scared of dogs, are you?
Bingo bango bongo. I don't think this is great. 2 lands. Three land with some payoff spells at 4. looking for a forest. We'll take it. Right, probably kicking Liliana. I don't want to be discarding a hand that's already kind of empty. Bleep bloop blah. What we need is a forest. Above all things here. 2 Pokranos when we only run 2 is unique. Hopefully we can make use of them. Just need that forest. There's the forest. Very groovy. We are sitting tight this turn, though. Roost of Drake, so this is a kicker. I like that you can kind of like bank your mana in that every turn. That's something I didn't really consider. Reclaim the Waste. That's fine. We'll get our beloved white source in play here. There's probably removal, and I don't really care about a single Drake, right? Like, we could probably just clean all the Drakes up at once with Pestilent Haze at a certain point, so we'll get Pokranos in play. It's a 6/6, it should slow them down. Roost of Drakes. And they kick it. They kick it real good. Very nice. Again, we're not really worried too much about the Drakes. Only 2 cards in hand. We may as well clean it up. Right? Or do we just, like, wait one more turn? Let's clean one up. Right, just mitigate the damage. I think we can choke their hand out relatively easily. So I'm not worried about getting super effective advantage here. Right, only 3 cards left. They should be sinking mana into their throne. Hitting for 4, which is fine. We hit for 6, so we'll be able to tie things up here, hopefully. Wilt is great too. There could be a bounce spell into the Royal. Bounce our hand, draw a card if it kicks. Yeah, oh, Heartless Act. So since we're getting destroyed anyways, right, let's just take a chomp. Yep. I mean, we may as well kill one of these too when we get a chance when our forest untaps. Oh, and they can only remove counters from it with Heartless Act. What was I thinking? We could have just, like, let that resolve organically. Little misplay. Heartless Act, it becomes less effective each day. You're better off just using Bloodchief's Thirst, in my opinion. It's sorcery speed, and if you want instant speed, just use, Eliminate, right? So we need to nuke this. Right, that's big, huge. Down to 10. Our turn. Let's hit him with the haze. Let's nuke this thing. So our last card, and so unless it's a draw spell with a kicker, I think we're okay. Alright, Rooster Drakes. Again, a third copy of it. That's pretty gross, actually. Right? We only have 5 mana, so we're gonna kill one of these. And I wasn't worried about card advantage. Oh, nice. We need another Pestilence Haze immediately. Or we are dead. I think we're dead anyways. Dang. Unless we... No, we're actually just dead here. Math! Uh-oh. So, this isn't gonna work. There's no land here. There's good land here. We can toss some of it. Well, we actually need the double swamp for Pestilent Haze. Let's toss the forest for now. We're gonna start with a slow scry. More removal. I'll keep it. We do have the components to it. If you only have black, it's just destroying a creature, but if you have a white and green in that combination, then you're actually able to destroy any permanent, and now that's quite a lot of fun. We see red. Now, whether or not it's Gruul... Oh, is it? Interesting. Riddle Farm, that's an enchantment, and I don't mind if I do. We're going to Wilt up right out of the gate, and this could be good, because that's one of their consistent engines. And we're chilling. We do have our Mythos available now, and we all know how much work the Mythos do. I love Dicoria. It was a lot of fun. The scry here is ideal, to be honest. Oh, Chevill is spot on. That's exactly what we want to see. We'll end our turn. All sorcery speed other than Nethroi. So, this is that. Let's end our turn here. Sprite Dragon, I don't think it's really worth dealing with. I'd rather maybe take the Borrower. How we pay doesn't matter. We can pick up the Sprite Dragon with the Bloodchief's Thirst. So there's no problem there, really, right? Still a pentagram up. So, you know, Chevill in play, they're tapped. And even though we could hold this and try to get the draw off it, you know, we're just going to play it safe. We'll take the removal now. There could be protection, who knows. And we'll remove the next thing that they play, right? Let's not worry about anything until then. And, you know, we do have instant speed removal, so even if there is a flash blocker, we'll just take it. No. First blood. Stop with that 1 point damage. So, we could take it, but I think I'm just going to leave it. Because what if they played more things and we could scoop multiples up here, right? Like, nah, they're going to remove us. Now, that is upsetting. Nice. So sad. I guess let's just take this out too. They could have a counterspell, but who knows. I don't really feel like taking 3 damage. The scry's excellent. I mean, you know, another Chevill would have been better, but... And combat. And our turn. Opt, that's fine. We don't mind this. Phoenix of Ash. The escape is kind of annoying there. Let's just kick it. Kick it real good. Passage in play. They're gonna replay it. And we actually can't deal with it, so maybe we should have used our haze and then kicked it on the reoccurring version. Whoops! That's a little bit of a misplay there. We didn't think that through. I forget that it comes in stronger. Ooh, even more lands. Resolving the temple here. And the dragon. So there's probably a good chance with 4 cards in hand that they can just push it out of range. Oh, no, daddy, no. Let's take our turn. Break, yeah, man. I love going in the little forest dive. They're tapped, so we can at least take it out. We know that we can get it, but yeah, we're dead this turn, so that's just fine as far as I'm concerned. Maybe I should run extinction events. Down to 1. Bone Crusher to the chomps to finish it off, I'm sure. Royal Eruption, just as good. Oh! And, you know, our win rate is falling, sadly. Woof. You know, we got pummeled with this deck. It's missing something. I think I found the component within that Wicked Wolf. We incorporate food, we incorporate the Wicked Wolf, and we incorporate more graveyard recursion with creatures, right? So we still try to balance lots of removal, but we go maybe a little bit of a different direction with this. So, you know, stay tuned for more Golgari shenanigans. And, you know, I'm thinking some sort of Death Touch, removal, discard, recursion shenanigans. I don't know. Let me know what your guys' favorite flavor of Golgari ice cream is, right? Again, thanks for your time and attention. Don't forget to like the video on your way out, subscribe to the channel for more, and, you know, join our Discord for all the latest and greatest. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.